Welcome back to the SQL series by DataMonk. In today's session, we are going to learn about lead and lag function in SQL. To start off with, I would like to give you a very simple definition of the lead and lag function. Okay, so in layman words, lead function is used to fetch subsequent row data according to the given offset value. So I can access the value in the subsequent rows according to whatever the offset has been given to me. What is an offset? Offset is basically number of rows you want to lead or lag. Alright. After that we have the lag function. So similarly the lag function is used to fetch the previous row data according to the given offset value. So I can see my previous row from the current row with the given offset value. These are the simple syntax that we have of our lead and lag functions. So the first one, firstly we'll write the lead function. Within the parentheses we have three values. First is the column name from which you want to see the subsequent or previous rows. Then you have the offset value and default value. Both of these values are not mandatory. This is optional according to the given condition, according to the given criteria. And after that we have the over keyword. Then we can order this by any column that we want. Similarly, then we have our lag function. The parameters remain the same, over keyword and order by any column that we want. So just to be clear, offset is basically number of rows you want to lead or lag, and default is if number of rows go beyond the first or last row, so we can assign a value in that case. Otherwise it will return us a null value. Okay, so let us just understand this with the help of an example. You'll be able to understand it much better with an example. So I have already created a table, salaries, and we have employee ID, employee name, gender, department, and salary, and I have added some test data onto it. So we have 12 employees with the salaries. Now, if I want to see the subsequent or previous rows, what I'll do is I'll select employer name, I'll select gender and salary. Okay, then I'll write my lead function. So lead I want to see the subsequent salaries. Okay, so I'll use the salary as my column name. Then I am not entering offset or default value as of now. Then we'll write the over keyword, and then we are going to order by salary. Okay, and then we'll give this the name lead from our table salaries. Okay, let me just run this for you and show you what the lead function actually does. So if you see, we have this salary column, okay, and we have this lead column. So what it does, it gives me the subsequent value of the next row. So if I have 10,000 here, what is the next value? 12,000. This is what we got here, 12,000. Now if we come to 12,000, what is the next subsequent value? 15,000. I got 15,000 here. Similarly, it goes on, and if you come to the last column, what is the subsequent value of 45,000? Nothing. We have nothing after this, so it has returned me null because we haven't assigned it a default value. Okay, so now let us try assigning them a offset value and a default value. So I take the offset value as 3. So I want to see the number of rows after 3 subsequent columns, and if I can't find the rows, I want to assign default value as -1. Okay, so let us try running this. If you see now 10,000, what is the value in the third subsequent row after 10,000? First, second, third, that is 17,000. So we got 17,000 here. Now coming to 12,000, what is the subsequent third value? Because we have set the offset value as 3. So 15,000, 17,000, 20,000, 20,000 should be here. So that is what we got. Now come to 35,000 here. If you see, if I want to find the third subsequent row, there's no value there. My table has ended there. That is why instead of null, now we are getting a -1 here, because we set the default value as -1. So the last three rows have got the values -1 because they can't find the third subsequent row. I hope this is clear. Similarly, we'll use our lag function. So I'll just copy this because the syntax is very much similar. I'll just put lag. I'll just put lag here. Now again, I don't want to see any of I don't want to set offset or default value, and I'll change the column name to lag. Now let us try running this. So if you see, first I got the value null because above 17,000, above 10,000, I don't have any other thing. So it got the value null because we haven't assigned it, the default value. Now what is the previous row to 12,000 in the salary column, because we're ordering it by salary. What is it? 10,000, I got 10,000 here. 15,000 previous row, 12,000, I got 12,000 here. Alright, similarly you can assign some offset value here. If I assign it to, and I want to set the default value as -1 over here as well, and now if I try running it, you see the default values have got -1, and now I'll get the rows for 15,000. What is the second previous row? So 12,000, 10,000, so I got 10,000 here. For 20,000, if you see, what is the second previous row? 15,000, 15,000, 17,000, 15,000. I got 15,000 here. So this is how you can refer to subsequent and previous values using the lag and lead function. Also, you can partition this by gender. This is not mandatory, but if you try partition by gender, if you see, let us try this. I'll put the same thing in our lag function also. Let us see what happens. Now if you see, it has first sorted the list by the gender. So we have all the gender females above, and after that we have the males, and after that we can see the salaries according to that. So what is the salary? If you see, if we talk about the lead, and if you want to go 20,000, after 20,000 we'll get 45,000. Alright, so we got 45,000 here. Now if you go to 30,000, is there any third subsequent row for 30,000? But here it should be sorted by gender only. Now here we are getting a male, so we can't, so it won't return us 10,000, it will return us -1 because we have already partitioned this data into female and male. I hope this is clear to you and you can understand why we are getting -1 here in all these columns, because we have partitioned the data into female and male according to the gender by using the partition clause. Alright, so this is it for the lag and lead function. You can try by using different cases. You can try with different offset and default values. You can try by partitioning the data by different columns or ordering the columns. So looking forward to see you up in the next upcoming sessions. Have a great day and keep learning SQL, and all the best for your preparations.